Peace. This left side of the brain. I gotta get posted somewhere. Let's see where I can go. It's kind of cold out here, but it's all good. We're gonna tough it out. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. I've been on the grind. I might go in that nice spot right there. I see some girls coming out of that. Man, fuck them people, man. Motherfuckers. Fuck them people, man. People ain't shit. I didn't do nothing. Shut the fuck up, man. Fuckers ain't talking about shit. Yeah, let me get somewhere where I can talk to the Jaguar team. That's how I am now. Like, I see people and shit. I don't want y'all to take it the wrong way. It's not like I'm bitter or anything like that. It's just that it's 2020, man. And I'm not... Y'all know what's about to go down. So just give me a minute. Let me get situated. You know, and I told myself today... a few moments before I even started this video, I told myself, I said, I'm about to get more dark. It's time to get more dark. The darkness has to increase. And I'm gonna tell you why when I get into this video. But the darkness has to increase, y'all. We at war, man. I know I am. I'm gonna explain all of this. Don't even worry about it. I'm about to explain all of this shit. We at motherfucking war, man. Spiritual war. All right, I'm away from the devils. So let's start this thing right. This is left side of the brain. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the likes button. This seems like a good spot. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the likes button. I'm back once again. Jaguars up. Hashtag I'm done. Y'all know the mottos, y'all know everything, you know how it goes. So let's get right into it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay. You know, oh, and this is the preliminary to, remember I told you I had two real good videos I had to do. This right here is a preliminary to that other video that I was telling you about. One of them I did already. It was the red light edition that I did about the real reason why death occurs. I believe that was the title. But I have a final video in that series because I promised to drop those 2 mega bombs. But this is just a preliminary to the other video that I promised. But anyway, it's time to get dark. And what I mean by that is, it's getting closer to 2020, right? And the separation has already taken place. So there is no more time for explaining things to people. It's time to tell it how it is. So from now on, all of my videos that I'm doing, I'm just telling it how it is. It's not a bunch of explaining to it. If you don't understand, then you don't understand. You know what I mean? Because it's 2020. I'm ahead of the time. I know it's 2019 right now, but it's 2020 right now. Because I'm beyond these people. I'm ahead of the time. You see what I'm saying? I'm even thinking different. I'm steps ahead. So it's 2020 as far as I'm concerned. Okay? And the reason why it's time to get dark, another reason, is because darkness is the only thing that really exists. And we explained this before. Darkness cannot be duplicated. There is no artificial darkness. And therefore, by becoming more dark, I'm going to further myself away from fake people. Get what I said? Darkness, oh my gosh, and do you see the synchronicity? I just walked in a dark shadow while I was speaking about this. And this was not um pre-planned. It just happened like this. That's a synchronicity. So I think I'm gonna do the video right here. Thank you, Spirit. Darkness is real. It cannot be duplicated. It's not artificial. And that's why I'm about to get more dark. Because when you dark, you become scary to people. And that's what I want to be. I want to be that mystery that they don't understand. To keep them away from me. And to keep the real people around me. Because real recognize real. In the real sense. Not that cliche saying. But in the real sense of the things that we speak about. You see, and the more darker I get, the more creepier it becomes, the more real it gets. And only the real people will be able to keep up with this channel from now on. No more nice, nothing. Just mean and dark. That's what it's turning to. And only you gotta have a special set of eyes to see in the dark. Like a bat. You see what I'm saying? That darkness requires that extra sonar. It requires you to use those extra senses. That those people, they not built with. So I'm taking them into the darkness, to drown them in the deep fathoms of the ocean. Where those weird creatures be. You ever seen them deep sea creatures? And they have like those luminescent lights? Because they made for down there. They not made for the top of the water with the rest of the schools of fish. Organic portals live in the shallow end. But only the solo fish who swim along like the octopuses. The solo jaguars, they dark. The darkness, the dark creatures exist deep in the jungles, away from society. We do things that they don't understand. It's time to make them fear us, man. The same way they don't like us to feel accepted in their world. How we don't feel right around them. When I walk past these people, I want them to suspect. Wow, he's weird. He's strange. Yeah, you damn right I'm strange because you don't understand me. That's good. That's good. You see what I'm saying? Because when this world is destroyed, the only thing that's going to remain is darkness. It began in the darkness and it's going to end in the darkness. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything is about to be destroyed, man. Just look how evil this world is. In New York, check this out. You Jaguars, you didn't know this? In New York, they just passed an abortion bill where you can abort babies even at 9 months. That's basically legalized murder. That's basically a human sacrifice. You know what? I'm gonna say this. All abortion centers, they are satanic altars. They use that energy, that dark energy. When they kill those babies, those are human sacrifices. So now what they have done, they have upped the ante. They have legalized that you can slaughter babies at 9 months. And y'all think this thing is a game? That's human sacrifice. They used to do that back in the ancient times. Rip people hearts out. And y'all still playing around? These people are dark, man. And them same people who abort those babies, they be the same people who get hired, who get, all of the accolades, all of the awards, all of the acknowledgments. They sit at the top seats of society. They the ones who orchestrate this thing. You know what I'm saying? And look, they getting darker in the evil sense. We got to get darker in the righteous sense. We the real darkness. You know what I'm saying? They dark in an evil way, sacrificing humans. But guess what? Their time is up. I'm telling you, their time is up. Because, I was thinking, man, I was speaking to someone yesterday, and I was just telling the person how life is like pretty much being inside of a movie theater, right? And if you sleep through the movie, it doesn't change what's going to happen in the movie. And if you get your emotions all plugged into the movie, it doesn't change the outcome of the movie. So what I was telling that person was, life is like this. It's an emotional thing. It's already pinpointed what's going to take place. Destiny manifest. It's already manifested. So you can get all encapsulated in this artificial world, or you can just fall asleep in the movie. Because the main point of the movie is to be born and then to die. So I thought about it. I said, some people, they and a Jaguar left a comment, and I'm gonna piggyback off of something that he said. Some people think about leaving memories behind in the minds of these people, but I thought about it. I don't want to leave a memory behind for the sake of leaving a memory. You know what I want to leave behind? And I was thinking about it today. The Spirit gave it to me. You know when you walk across the ocean and you leave footprints in the sand? Well, I don't want to just leave footprints in the sand. You know what I want to leave behind? I want to leave behind landmines. So when you walk over that landmine, and if you ain't right, it'll blow you up. That's the type of information I'm trying to leave behind. I'm trying to leave behind landmines, not footprints. You're going to remember me as a landmine. Because think about it. That's lining it up with universal principles. Because it began how it's going to end. It began in darkness, and when it ends, it will end with a bang. They talk about the Big Bang is the beginning. No, the Big Bang is the end. And that landmine is what? A Big Bang. Follow me now. Connect with what I'm saying. I'm trying to leave behind a landmine. So every one of these videos that I'm leaving now, it's not footprints. These are landmines. Booby traps for the enemy. That's what I'm leaving behind. So even if this is my last day on earth, you know what? Somebody can pull up these videos and say, damn, this dude was on point. Damn, this dude was, he was spitting that heat. He was spitting that fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to leave behind no little soft tone poem about world peace and all of that. Fuck that shit, man. Ain't no peace on this planet. I did a red light edition about that. You don't have peace until you realize that you don't have peace. You hear me? You don't have peace till you realize that you don't have peace. And then your mind will be at ease. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to leave destruction in the path of the enemy. You know? That's what I'm trying. So for now on, when somebody is around me, when I leave out the room, I want them to be gossiping about me. I want them to be saying stuff and thinking stuff about me. I don't want to leave a good feeling in the hearts of my enemies. I want to leave uh, a negative feeling in their hearts about me. Negative in the sense that they understand that I saw them for what they were. You see, I'm gonna give you an example. I went to this pizza spot tonight, right? I had a Philly steak and cheese or whatever. It's pretty good. And I looked at the lady, the waiter, right? She was waiting on me, right? She looked me in my eyes. I looked her in her eyes. And it's like she knew that I knew that she wasn't feeling me, but she was putting on. I mean, she was doing the formality of taking the order and everything. She had a smile on her face and everything. But as I looked into her eyes, I seen that she saw that I was a real soul, and I exposed the devil that was inside of her. And she saw it. She felt it just like I felt it. But the thing is, she not going to say, oh, you blew my cover in front of everybody. She just went along with it just like I did. But when it was done, I thought about it. I said to myself, I left a peg inside of her. That's what I said to myself. I left a nail inside of her soul. It's like I left a nail inside of her. Because she knew when she looked at me that she was looking at ultimately her destiny, which is destruction. Get what I'm saying now? When the devil looks at you, the reason why he gets mad, because he's ultimately looking at the thing that's going to destroy him in the end. You the one that's going to ultimately annihilate him. And that's why when you come across these people, they treat you like that, like they treat me. And the spirit had to work on me about something. It had to tell me that I'm not the only one. Because, you know, I've said before that I don't think it's nobody like me. But then the spirit corrected me. He said, you're not the only one. He said, it's only a few of you, but you're not the only one. So that, I was like, you know, yeah, thank you, spirit. You know, I say that when the spirit give me inspiration on things, because think about it. I know I'm kind of skipping around, but I got to get it out. All right. Think about this. We are put on this earth to go through pain, heartache, pain, suffering. That's what we're here for, right? So think about it. Without pain, there can be no God, there can be no good, and there can be no evil. See, pain, it brings God, the devil, good and evil. It brings those four directions together. Pain forms the center of the fight between God and the devil. Because without pain and violence, there can be no hierarchy or a lowerarchy. You get what I'm saying? Because the reason why we have fear is to basically make us worship something that's above us. Meaning, God would not have any power if he could not hurt us. The devil could not have any power if it wasn't for pain. When you take fear and pain out of a person, you can have no power over them. Good and evil is predicated upon punishment. People think about doing something evil before they do it because they worry about a punishment, pain. So they fear pain. When you take the emotion of pain from someone, and I'm getting to a point, when you take the emotion of pain from someone, you take the control factor from that person. Okay? Now, let's talk about God. Now, Where does God stand in all of this? God, because he cannot be punished by us, because he is omniscient, because he is omnipotent, we can't do him no harm, right? So really, it's the reverse for him. There is no benefit in God being good. We can't award him, and there is no punishment if God is bad. We can't send him to hell. We can't put him in a torture chamber. We can't do any of that, right? So I thought about it. I was like, with that said, what is the purpose for us in relationship to God and everything? So I thought about it. I said, since God cannot benefit from us, why does he do it? And this is the message I received. He does it because it's unconditionally good. Therefore, the only thing that we can do is reflect thanks for the good that we receive. Just like when the sun is shining, only thing we can do is be thankful for it. And I'm saying all this to say, when it's all said and done, we only have two purposes in this life: to be thankful. We can't do anything for God. We can't pay him back. We can't reward him. And the second thing, to stay free from the snares of this world. It's not about nothing else. It's not about leaving nothing behind. It's not about being remembered. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about leaving landmines behind to destroy. Destruction. That's what it's about. The opposite of creation is destruction. To build and to destroy. But what are we talking about destroying? We're talking about destroying this kingdom that we are living under at this moment. And that's why, all of that to say, when the lady looked at me, it was a showdown between good and evil. Even in that little stare. And that's why I speak about the secret wars. Because the secret wars is us versus them. It's those little moments like that was between me and that waiter. That's a secret war that only me and her observed. And that's the war that's been going on since the beginning of time. The secret wars is us versus them. And it's not about anything else other than that. I mean, yeah, as long as I'm here, I'm going to stay healthy. I'm going to stay healthy, keep myself in shape. You know what I mean? I'm going to do all of those things. But ultimately, all of this is to be left behind. This stuff is nothing. It's an illusion. I was also thinking today how I must begin to treat the illusion like it is an illusion. Meaning, they pretend, I'm pretending. I'm doing enough to get by and to survive day to day. I'm not their friends. I don't need them as my friend. But at times I may pretend. I've realized that there's nothing wrong with pretending sometimes, because it's a fucking illusion. It's not to be treated real. It's the enemy. Why would you be real with the enemy? You don't give them your ID tags. You don't give them your government name. You know what I'm saying? The secret wars, man. This is how it has to go down. And I just want y'all to know, man, like, the end is now. Think about it. They just passed that bill where they can just slaughter babies at 9 months. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? A 9-month-old baby. That's a human. And they do it with no regards, man. And just because they say, that just shows you the power they have over people. They got people in that much of a trance. You know what I mean? That just because you see them in suit and necktie, we take them to be good or righteous. But they devils, man. And you see they doing the same thing I just told you. Pretend. They pretend, but behind the cloak, they going and they murdering babies. So what I'm doing 2 things now. I'm pretending to survive, and I'm becoming more dark. Don't confuse the two. You gotta know how to camouflage is basically what I'm saying. Thank you, Spirit. Because when I say pretend, there are moments where I must camouflage myself. And there are moments when I must use my darkness. You see what I mean? So think about a soldier, right? Dressed in camouflage. What are they doing? They pretending to blend in to what? To survive amongst the elements. Blending in with the trees, blending in with the surroundings. They doing what they have to do to survive. And that's what I'm saying. And it's grim out here. Oh, man. It's grim out here. It's cold out here right now. And I'm really feeling it, y'all. I'm like, this thing is getting, I can feel it. That's what I'm saying. I can feel the end. I don't know if I can even express anymore, but I just feel it in my soul, man. And with that, I'm gonna end this video. This is Left Side of the Brain. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the likes button. Let it be known, we not leaving footprints, we leaving landmines. They ain't gonna walk across our footprints. They walking across landmines. Boom. That's what we leaving. We leaving landmines behind. So with that, this is Left Side of the Brain. And hope you got something out of the video. Leave your comment. It's in the comment section. Questions or whatever is on your heart. Just share it to the Jaguars, to the Jaguar Nation. And we are going to communicate with each other, and let me know what you thought about the video. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.